Jeff, but Jimmy's got to be doing a lot of fighting of his own inside that car.
Yeah, and as much as he's having to fight right now, it's a lot less than what he did the first of the race when he about wrecked every other lap.
Got a good run there off turn 4. That's Ben Johnson's strong spot, it seems like today.
6 laps to go.
And to the bottom. Can he make it stick?
Yeah, we've seen Jimmy in this position number. Now look how sideways right there. Wow, stays in the throttle.
Driving by both of these guys.
That's why there's 9 championships between these two. Able to take loose race cars, worn out tires right now, battling for the win here.
Two of the sport's best and the Atlanta track at its best, using every inch of this wide racetrack to try and find the grip they need to get to the front.
And there's some traffic ahead of this group. There's quite a few cars ahead. Looks like they'll catch them too.
5 laps to go.
Whoa, Gordon really sideways right there.
And Jimmy fighting right up to his back bumper.
You can see Jimmy just walk the car all the way up the track.
Did we talk earlier about another fantastic finish here at Atlanta?
Yes, sir. Got a run.
Oh, yeah, he got him loose right there.
Coming corner, door. Outside, right next to you, outside. 24 only.
4 to go. Gordon drives it in to stay side by side.
Jimmy's getting a little loose.
Both of them wiggling up off the corner. Wow.
Clear, you're clear. Let's just see off this front of you.
That's good stuff.
They're coming to 3 to go. I'm telling you, this is a dogfight.
Yeah, Johnson going to try to get a run on the high side. This might get his pass that he's looking for here.
That's not what Gordon needs.
No,
Can't
not
make
this
it work.
time. 3 laps to go. Regan Smith gives way the lap car. Johnson dives again for the low side.
Oh, both of them just using all the track.
What's the wiggle going to be that costs Gordon the win or Johnson the chance to make a run at him? Lost some time there.
Yeah, Jimmy said, I got to try something.
Yeah, that's where he'd made up a lot of his time.
2 to go.
Looks like they may not catch this traffic before the end of the race.
But it's probably still affecting their cars. They're close enough. Johnson gets a big run off of 2 now.
Coming to the white flag. So far, Gordon's been able to hold him off. Can he do it for another lap and a quarter? Johnson's gotten a big run off turn 4 several times on Gordon, but not been able to finish the pass. He slides this time.
Gordon gets the big run.
By 3, white flag.
Last lap. Gordon gaining some ground. Can he hang on?
Oh, Jimmy Johnson sideways as he went to the gas hard.
Look at him.
Sliding off the corner. Half a lap to go. There is lap traffic ahead. We've had fantastic finishes in Atlanta. Will this be another side-by-side run to the checkers? It's going to be a sideways run to the checkers. Johnson tries to get there, can't get it done. Career win number 85. Jeff Gordon, 3rd on NASCAR's all-time win list.
Wow. That's some driving right there.
What a finish.
Yeah, all this going on, we couldn't go back.
Yeah. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, boys.
Tony Stewart came up and passed all of those cars from running 8th all the way to 3rd.
And Jimmy Johnson getting a drink here. Jimmy, I see your hands trembling a little bit. Was it as exciting behind the wheel as it was for us watching?
I'm so glad I grew up racing in the dirt. I mean, if I didn't grow up racing around all those deserts and all those stadium tracks, I think I would have spun out 4 or 5 times there at the end. Just a great effort for this Lowe's team. We started off the race really bad, and they made some great adjustments on pit road, and the car came to life. We got ourselves up there in the mix, and had a little bit more speed on Jeff there over the long haul, but I just couldn't get my Impala past his. So one of those deals. Very happy for Hendrick Motorsports. Thankful that the fans stuck around some, and the ones that have watched at home. We'll go on to the next one.
Jimmy, it's not too often we see 2 drivers battling as hard as you guys were for so many laps. What is it like when you're following him? What was going through your mind as he's jumping around trying to block where you're going to run?
Well, we were kind of a little bit earlier the run before we were racing each other, and he ran me down, and I got a good feel for where he was fast, and I felt like I may have driven the tires off the car trying to get a big lead on that last run. So when Jeff took off there, I just took my time and hoped that he would run the tires off of his car and I could catch him, and it kind of worked out, but I couldn't get by him in the end. So but what a lot of fun. I mean, really, to race that hard, to be that sideways at 180 miles an hour lap after lap is a good time. I wish we could have got the Slozen ball in victory lane, but we'll take second and go on to Richmond.
You had your hands full, but on the final lap of the race, Jimmy, was this as sideways as you were trying to hang on and trying to be able to get a run at you?
Yeah, when I saw him get real loose off of 4, coming to take the white, I could breathe a little sigh of relief because, you know, I could kind of maintain down there in 3 and 4. I just got so loose. And he was rolling a little bit better than me through the middle down in 1 and 2. I could maintain the outside, but, you know, all he had to do was get to my inside off of 2, and we would have, it would have been hard to beat him back to the line because we just lost so much grip there. So gave me a little breathing room there, and I was able to just be real smooth and easy with it through 1 and 2. Try to keep it driving as straight as I could, which wasn't easy, and then just baby it through 3 and 4. So, you know, he had 1 or 2 shots at me that I really thought we were done. I mean, I got so loose, but once he got to me and we were able to maintain and actually pull out a couple times, I said, okay, we just got to fight him to the checkered flag.
There are those close to you who say they had not seen you this confident and this aggressive since 2001, your last championship year. Are you feeling it? This is the year for 5?
I think this has turned out to be a great year, Jerry. Alan Gustafson, Lee, Tom, all our engineers, all the guys that worked so hard, the awesome pit crew, man, those last 2 stops were just money. And we're having a lot of fun right now. And when you can drive a race car that drives like that one, it makes me look like a hero, but they're the hero in my mind.
And by the way, Richard Petty, David Pearson, and Jeff Gordon, 3rd all-time in wins in NASCAR history now.
Jerry, I totally forgot about that. I got so excited with the whole win, and John Edwards didn't do his job back there telling me I won 85. I can't do anything without him. And I got to say hi to Ingrid, Leo, and Ella. Ella, I hope you had a good day at school today, baby. It's their first day, and I know how excited they are, and I can't wait to get home and see you guys. But yeah, 85. Wow, that is unbelievable. I mean, I'm just blown away. The kind of day we had, the kind of year that we're having. I mean, I just feel rejuvenated in such a big way just because of this race team and these race cars I get to drive. 85, woo! I love it, man. I love it. I can't wait to get home. Can't wait to celebrate with these guys. And thanks again to the fans. Wow.
First time I saw Jeff was at an open test at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He hadn't driven in NASCAR yet. Some of the press buddies of mine and I were joking around, and we saw this kid with, looked like he was in junior high. He had a little hairline mustache.
He looked like he was about 15 years old, and he had a little mustache. Okay, trying to look older.
And I said, who in the world is that? And someone said, that's that hot shoe from Indianapolis. That's Jeff Gordon. I said, that's Jeff Gordon?
He was everything that Dale Earnhardt wasn't. The people that really loved Dale hated Jeff. And the people that really loved Jeff hated Dale. Because, honestly, from a personality standpoint, when you looked at them from the outside, they were completely different.
You're either a 3 fan or a 24 fan, but you couldn't be both.
In some parts of the country, Jeff Gordon is not a particularly liked driver.
Everybody was from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Here he comes from California, been running open wheel cars, very, very well-spoken, very polished, just a different kind of attitude.
As a fan of his growing up, I was stoked to see him win all those races, and happy that he kind of blazed the trail for guys that didn't grow up in the South to get a shot in NASCAR.
The victory here to Jeff Gordon. And another mark is put in the record books.
Pop the champagne, Jeff Gordon. What a win for Jeff Gordon.
You are the damn best.
There's a lot of people out there running today. They're satisfied just to be in the race, you know. And Jeff is one that likes to win, you know, and he does all he can to win.
If someone didn't wreck him, and he didn't even have to have equal equipment to win, because he had the driving talent. He was fun to watch. It got a little bit monotonous writing about him winning, though.
And here comes Jeff Gordon to take the checkered flag. will remember the name. Jeff Gordon, winner of the inaugural Brickyard 400. The championship goes to Jeff Gordon.
This will be the first modern-day guy to go against the previous generation. Every sport always says, could the older guys do it today, and could these guys do it then? Who knows? You know, who knows?
I think Jeff Gordon winning 85 is huge. You know, I think back then, they raced a lot more. If you race more, you're going to get more wins.
Jeff got his 85 in far fewer races than Richard and David ran.
I don't want to take away from anything that Richard's accomplished, but at the same time, I think what Jeff has done is very, very amazing.
You can't go to Jeff Gordon and compare him with the Richard Petty or David Pearson because they was at a different time. You compare people to their time with the people that they run against.
At the end of the day, he's going to put himself in the same place as the big names of our sport, and that's always important.
So Jeff will be number 3, and that's a pretty good deal when you look at 63 years of race car drivers.
I don't think we're going to see anyone win 85 moving forward. I think he's fighting for sole possession of third forever.